This community program has been made possible because of the support of the following Thurston County businesses and organizations. Where water and the earth merge is nature's most abundant point. This is the story of such a place. Life and Times in Thurston County will begin after these messages from local sponsors.
Thurston County, beautiful, vibrant, and growing. And helping to accommodate that growth is Coldwell Banker Evergreen Olympic Realty, providing quality real estate service in Olympia for over 20 years. Today, Coldwell Banker Evergreen Olympic Realty is ready to serve you. Expect the best from Coldwell Banker Evergreen Olympic Realty and call us from anywhere. We can help with your relocation.
Dancing, socializing, living life to the full. That's Panorama City, a vibrant community where comfort, security, and independence are household words. Park like Panorama City is the setting for beautifully landscaped lakeside residences. Close to shopping and city services, Panorama City is the Northwest's leading retirement community, where sunrises signal the beginning of days full of friends and activities. For more information, call Panorama City.
For years, Thurston County has kept a delightful secret: the Falls Terrace Restaurant. Distractions from the spectacular view are few, but Northwest specialties like fresh Pacific salmon deserve your complete attention. Top off the evening with a scenic stroll along the historic Deschutes River. For incomparable Northwest cuisine and a view that can't be beat, make it your first destination in Thurston County. The Falls Terrace Restaurant. Some secrets are too good to keep.
For thousands of years, travelers have passed through here. Nature's wanderers have rested here and nested here. These are the shores of Puget Sound, a great inland sea carved by ancient glaciers. Marrying the cold Pacific waters with over 1,400 miles of coastline, Puget Sound is the resting place for thousands of forms of life, from microscopic organisms to giant whales. At the head of this deep green waterway, several rivers run their course to the Sound. The largest is the Nisqually, which begins on the shoulders of Mount Rainier and meets the sea at a great river delta. The vistas from this South Sound are magnificent. Dawn breaks behind the dormant volcano called Rainier. Its silhouette dominates the eastern skyline, a sentinel among the group of mountains forming the Cascade Range. To the northwest, more earthly fingers touch the sky, the Olympic Mountains, separating the Pacific Ocean from Puget Sound. To the south, gentle prairies rise to the foothills of Mount Rainier. To the west, a setting sun brightens the soft lines of the Black Hills. Carved by glacial forces and the power of flowing water, the land at the head of the Sound is dotted with dozens of small lakes and streams. The climate is dominated by the Pacific Ocean, 50 miles away. Clouds formed here are carried by the prevailing southwest winds into the interior. Sheltered by the Black Hills, South Sound receives about 50 inches of rain each year. 70 inches fall on the other side of these hills. But even so, the coastal climate is mild. The average July temperature is in the upper 60s. February norm in the mid-30s. But mild doesn't mean bland. There's a definite change of season. Millions of leafy trees show their colors in the fall. And at least once or twice a year, there's usually some snowfall on the lowlands, with plenty to blanket and beautify the surrounding mountaintops. Spring is alive with the colors of fertile fields of flowers and cherry blossoms. Nowhere on earth is there a better place to spend a lazy summer day. It's an ideal place for the creatures of the earth and for man as well. The first humans here were cedar and salmon people. The cedar tree provided material for canoes, longhouses, and even clothing. The rivers supplied an annual harvest of spawning salmon, and the saltwater shores were blanketed with oysters and clams. Native Americans who lived along the shores of Puget Sound enjoyed such abundance. They created one of the most highly developed cultures in North America, a rich legacy of crafts, stories, and music that lives on today. These were the faces that saw the first white men row to shore in 1792. Young Peter Puget surveyed the South Sound in the name of the British Crown and reported his findings to expedition leader George Vancouver. The natives saw few other white men for 40 years, until the British Hudson's Bay Company built a trading post on the Nisqually River. By the mid-1840s, the United States and Britain resolved their differences on the line between the U.S. and Canada. This area became the northwest corner of the young United States, the Oregon Territory. In 1846, a young man named Big Mike Simmons arrived at the head of Puget Sound. He led a group of 7 men and their families across the continent along the Oregon Trail. They headed north to explore the area beyond the Columbia River. Where Simmons' eyes widened was at the end of the trail, where the Deschutes River tumbles to salt water. Simmons called it New Market, and these falls became the power source for the first businesses in what is now Washington State. Other settlers followed. Some stopped in New Market, later called Tumwater, or the nearby town of Olympia. More headed north by boat to create the cities of Tacoma, Seattle, Everett, and others. The growth of Puget Sound cities was tied to the thousands of square miles of virgin timber that provided material for boom towns throughout the West. Another tapped natural resource were the millions of succulent oysters growing on the beaches. The southern fingers of the Sound were home to a unique tiny oyster that became famous as the Olympia oyster. It wasn't long before this South Puget Sound region was named the territorial government and the county seat. In 1852, the area became Thurston County. Then in 1889, Washington became the nation's 42nd state, and Olympia was named the state capital. A few years later, a young German immigrant, Leopold Schmidt, stood near the site of Mike Simmons' first mill and tasted another natural resource bubbling up through the ground. He used this pure artesian spring water as the key ingredient to what he planned to brew here: beer. The area became famous as the home of Olympia's beer, even though the brewery is actually in Tumwater. Through the 1900s, the timber industry dominated the economy. Agriculture provided some employment, as did coal mining and quarrying near Tenino in the southern part of the county. Much of the stone from the Tenino quarries was used to build the original state capitol. Near the end of the Roaring '20s, the current Capitol building was completed, and is considered to be one of the most beautiful state capitals in the nation. By the end of the Second World War, most of the best timber was gone, and the building boom had slowed dramatically. But state government, the brewery, and shellfish industries kept the economy relatively stable. War, both hot and cold, had also affected the South Sound area. Two large Army and Air Force bases just across the Nisqually River Valley provided local jobs and a constant stream of military families who often chose and still choose to settle in Thurston County after retirement. In the 70s and 80s, several periods of steady growth were interrupted by recessions. Nevertheless, between 1970 and the end of the 80s, the county's population doubled, growing from 75,000 people to over 150,000. We'll tell you the stories of those people and the modern towns they live in when Life and Times continues.
At First Community Bank, we take great pride in the commitment we've shown to Thurston County over the years. We've helped many families finance homes. We've given local businesses a solid start with our SBA Preferred Lender Program. And throughout Thurston County, our customers know they come first. Hello, I'm Arnie Wright, President of First Community Bank. I invite you to experience quality financial services for yourself. First Community Bank, resourceful, responsive, and ready to serve you.
Transamerica Life and the power of the pyramid are working for you in Thurston County. Let the professionals at Transamerica Life manage your personal or corporate insurance and financial planning needs. We serve Thurston County's largest businesses by supplying corporate and investment services. We also provide retirement planning, personal estate, and financial planning. Call the professionals at Transamerica Life, where the power of the pyramid works for you in Thurston County.
Detray's Quality Homes has been serving Thurston County for over 28 years. We offer 2, 3, and 4-bedroom manufactured homes with up to 2,100 square feet. Choose from our mobile home subdivision or ask about the many conventional and FHA land home packages. We also feature Colonial Estates, a vibrant mobile home community designed for the active over 55 crowd. In Thurston County, make your home a Detray's Quality Home. Built for living, built for life.
With a reputation as solid as ours, we can afford to let our work speak for us. The BJSS Group, providing quality architectural design and planning to Thurston County for over 28 years.
The 1990s, last decade of the century. Thurston County has seen a lot of growth since the final decade of the 1890s. 100 years ago, only 10,000 people lived here. Today, it's more than 150,000. While that's a lot of folks, the county still looks mostly rural, and the pace is relaxed. It's hard to go most places without seeing someone you know, and you'll find these relaxed citizens of the Northwest are friendly and talkative. Most people live in the 3 cities of Olympia, Tumwater, and Lacey. These 3, located shoulder to shoulder on Puget Sound, are where Interstate 5 and Highway 101 meet. I-5 is the major freeway linking Washington with Canada and California. Seattle, one of America's great cities, and SeaTac International Airport are located just 60 miles north of here. Portland, Oregon's largest city, is just an hour and a half south. A 50-minute drive west is the beautiful Pacific Ocean. Highway 101 through Olympia is still the gateway to Washington's famous coast and the Olympic Peninsula. In Olympia, it's still the water. The Capitol Rotunda dominates the sky above the city's busy waterfront. From here, Olympia has grown in all directions, but the heart of the city is still situated along the shoreline. Ships from the Far East call on the port of Olympia, and the pleasure craft bob gently on this most southerly finger of Puget Sound. A small dam on the Deschutes River created Capitol Lake. a favorite lunchtime walking place for the many workers who keep Olympia and state government humming. Olympia's ability to keep its small-town spirit alive while staying up with changing times is one reason the capital city was named an All-America City during the 80s. The award noted the community's successful efforts to renovate downtown Olympia and for the joint work of business and government leaders to create a positive environment for business growth. Lacey, Olympia's growing neighbor, is Thurston County's second largest city. Since its incorporation in the late 60s, Lacey has grown in population and sophistication. In the late 1980s, a building boom brought many new retail facilities to Lacey. But Lacey is not just a business community. City planners and residents work hard to make sure new development is compatible with the quality of life that drew residents to this town in the first place. Unique to Lacey is a city within the city. Panorama City is a retirement community, self-sufficient, and for the most part independent of the surrounding town. This community, the largest of its kind in the country, provides complete facilities for those in their retirement years. Panorama City is representative of the high number of retirees now choosing to reside in the South Sound region. Welcome to Tumwater, or what used to be New Market, where Michael T. Simmons first saw what is now called Tumwater Falls. Today, residents have a strong pride in preserving that heritage. City officials and local residents constantly work to maintain the balance between keeping Tumwater's roots while facing the challenges of the 90s. Tumwater's new City Hall, police and fire complex is a great example of meeting the community's needs through modern-day techniques and thoughtful planning. At the same time, the city has renovated an area called the Tumwater Historic District. Here, people stroll through the parks and pathways in and around the original site of the Olympia Brewery. As much as people here respect the past, essential human services are as modern as possible. A state-of-the-art 911 emergency service connects the fire and police services of the individual cities and the county sheriff. Another key emergency service is Medic One, which is supported by excellent medical care. Thurston County has become a regional medical center for Southwest Washington with 2 quality hospitals. The newest facility is Black Hills Hospital on Olympia's west side. St. Peter's Hospital is located across town. These 2 facilities are well maintained with up-to-date practices and the most advanced equipment. Getting around Thurston County is made easier every year through improved roadways and better services. Interstate 5 has been greatly improved to handle heavier traffic loads. New lanes and exits have been added along with substantial improvements for safer, smoother drives. Commuters of the 80s patiently dealt with traffic congestion due to construction, but are now enjoying the new improvements. There are 10 public and private transportation services in the county. Intercity Transit is the largest, providing bus service along Thurston County's major arterials through Olympia, Lacey, and Tumwater. Not only do buses travel through town, but so do trains. Railroad travel is becoming more and more popular, and as a result, Thurston County is building a new train station, modernized to handle the growing numbers of rail passengers. The new station was a community effort, funded primarily by public and private donations. Thurston County's airport links the county to the rest of the world by air. Although it's not heavily used now, the airport is large enough to handle almost any aircraft, and it's in Tumwater, right on Interstate 5. It's an ideal facility for business commuting. As more and more people travel through and to Thurston County, the population continues to increase. and so do concerns about the impacts of new growth. Business and government leaders are committed to maintaining a sound economy without sacrificing the area's precious style of life. Many of the new families here have come from communities ruined by runaway growth. Their ideas and the heritage of those born here is creating a balanced approach to the impacts of more people on the land. Urban growth management boundaries have been established throughout the county. Plans for improved utilities service are constantly updated to keep pace with the influx of people and construction. A regional water treatment system is frequently improved to protect the area's ground, fresh, and saltwater areas from contamination. It's all part of the county's commitment and determination to provide a better quality of life for Thurston County residents. Another element of a quality environment is educational opportunity. For a community this size, Thurston County has incredible educational diversity. 7 local school districts, comprised of more than 50 primary, middle, and secondary schools, are known as some of the best educational facilities in Washington state. Students' academic scores are highly ranked on a national level. Newmarket Vocational Skills Center is sponsored by a consortium of regional public school districts. High schoolers come from several counties to learn in actual working environments about everything from banking to car repairing. Students here are being trained for entry-level jobs in the local community. Higher education in Thurston County is uniquely varied. A pioneer educational facility on the West Coast was St. Martin's College in Lacey. Established by the Benedictine Order in 1895, this private 4-year college boasts a student-teacher ratio of 12:1. It is internationally recognized for its engineering and excellent curriculums. The Evergreen State College, established in the early 70s, has become one of the nation's premier liberal arts universities. U.S. News and World Report magazine is among several publications that have recognized Evergreen as innovative and affordable. And finally, as if 2 4-year schools aren't enough, there's South Puget Sound Community College. For almost 3 decades, this 2-year college has provided opportunities for vocational education, as well as transfer courses to any of the state's 4-year colleges. In addition, part of the community's concern about quality child care can be seen in a noteworthy program called the Child Care Action Council. This unique educational opportunity was developed to train and establish qualified child care facilities for working parents. What about working in Thurston County? Coming up next, jobs, the economy, and what the real estate market holds for you.
At Stern Co., we let our customers do the talking.
Anytime there was any problems, anytime there was any situations, they immediately responded and took care of them. I would highly recommend Stern Co. in building my other buildings and to other friends of mine in the building marketplace.
Stern Co. hasn't done any servicing because there really hasn't needed to be any servicing over the last 2 years. We wouldn't hesitate to use Stern Co. on another building project.
Giving you long-lasting, dependable quality. Stern Co. Steel Structures, serving Western Washington.
Finding quality health care is an important concern when moving to a new community. The professionals at Black Hills Community Hospital are here to help. Black Hills Community Hospital is a state-of-the-art medical center. An adjoining medical park houses over 35 general practice and specialty care physicians. More than 200 physicians and staff support our hospital's 24-hour emergency department and special care clinics. Located in the heart of Thurston County, Black Hills Community Hospital invites you to tour our facility and to call our free physician referral service.
A unique opportunity awaits you at Lacey Corporate Center, where the quality of life begins at work. Lacey Corporate Center is a scenic business park and residential campus located in one of the nation's fastest growing areas. Join successful companies like U.S. Intelco Networks among panoramic views. Walk to work on scenic pathways. An ideal environment for innovative business growth, sure to become the business address of the Northwest. Make it yours. Lacey Corporate Center, the center of the Northwest.
St. Martin's College, more than just an education. Yes, we endeavor to produce scholars, but we think there's more to life than intellect. We believe intelligence to be void without compassion, scholarship fruitless without character, creativity mere doodling without self-discipline, athletic prowess weak without honesty. When a student leaves St. Martin's, it will be with a solid, fundamental education and a strong sense of value. St. Martin's College, a vital institution in Thurston County for nearly a century.
At Phillips Building Company, we've built many projects over the years and a reputation as the #1 designer builder in Thurston County. We got that reputation by delivering each job on time and on budget. Phillips Building Company is the single source from design through completion because we know Thurston County and its codes. We handle every detail for you with professionalism beyond your expectations.
Phillips Building Company is the leading local design build firm. We're proud to be playing a role in the growth of Thurston County.
A lot of the recent growth we've been talking about in this program started here. As a growing western state, government has grown to serve Washington's citizens. Government in Thurston County means jobs. But that is only one facet of what makes up today's local economy. The economic environment of Thurston County has changed a lot since the first permanent settlements began in the 1800s. The area's natural resource-based economy has shifted to services, trade, and government. Heading into the 90s, government jobs account for almost half of the 75,000 workers here. Manufacturing jobs, however, have continued to grow. The Pabst Olympia Brewing Company in Tumwater is still Thurston County's manufacturing leader. Yet others, such as Weyerhaeuser, Hardell Plywood, and Georgia Pacific, are tied to forest product manufacturing. And in recent years, a new breed of manufacturers have arrived. They include plastic packaging, silk screen printing, custom binding, software, and telecommunications. The Port of Olympia is another major employer. The port imports and exports everything from wheat to steel. In recent years, its volume of general commodities trade has increased over 300%. And to this day, log exports are still the major portion of the port's business. Tourism is another key to the local economy. The annual meeting of the legislature and the beautiful Capitol grounds attract thousands of tourists, as do the famous daily tours of the brewery in Tumwater. They form two legs of what is expected to be a three-pronged element for tourist business. Olympia has been selected as the only U.S. site of a permanent United States Olympic Athlete Training Academy. This waterfront site, looking over the Port of Olympia and the nearby Olympic Mountains, will also house an exhibition center. Combined with other tourist attractions, the Academy's visitors will help keep the area's 1,000-plus hotel rooms occupied. Location has also affected other sectors of the economy. Today, this area has the benefits of a small community feel, and yet it has immediate proximity to regional and international markets. As a result, a growing number of businesses are locating here. Helping to convince the right firms to grow here is the job of a number of local organizations. They include an Economic Development Council, a number of chambers of commerce, and others. The area's labor force is well educated and motivated. Many local firms also attract top executive workers who want to live in this beautiful part of the world. Regardless of the size of the business, there's a variety of sites for expanding companies to locate, and more coming online in the 90s. For example, Lacey is home of the Lacey Corporate Center, a private campus-like setting for offices and light manufacturing. This concept is new to the Northwest in that it includes a housing development where people can just walk to work if they so desire. In Tumwater, the Port of Olympia runs its Airdustrial Center adjacent to the airport. Many new businesses located here in the late 1980s. The Economic Development Council established an incubator building here in cooperation with the state. This facility is indicative of the strong support provided to start-up businesses in the area. The retail economy of Thurston County is bustling again with activity. The area used to be the retail hub for the logging industry. Now, 100 years later, it's again becoming the focus of a multi-county retail and service economy. Car buyers travel miles to the Capitol Auto Mall, Washington's largest auto center. Downtown is alive with specialty shops, while both the east and west sides of town provide you with any major retailer imaginable. Capitol Mall on Olympia's west side is one of 2 large shopping centers, while Lacey has South Sound Mall and more retail variety. Redevelopment of Olympia's downtown core has given shoppers some of the small specialty stores that are so much fun to browse through and enjoy. There's a lot of variety in shopping. The farmers market is very popular among the locals. This is where the freshest and finest Northwest products are found. This colorful food mart is the state's 2nd largest open-air farmers market. Here, shoppers can find the best in locally grown fruits and vegetables from April to November. If you're thinking about shopping for something a little more substantial, let's talk about real estate. Even though prices for local homes rose in the late 80s, housing here is still considered a bargain compared to other parts of the U.S. For example, the average price of a Thurston County home in 1990 was about $78,000. The national average home costs almost 20% more. And you get a lot more for your dollar here. More land, more house, and a better neighborhood than other parts of the country, or even nearby Seattle. There are a variety of well-established, nice neighborhoods in Thurston County. And if a 20-minute drive to work doesn't bother you, then rural living, the country, and lots of acreage is an easy commute away. Making your life easier is coming up next on the Life and Times in Thurston County. Recreation and entertainment are just ahead.
Restaurant and Bar at West Bay Marina, simply the best. Enjoy Puget Sound cruising from West Bay Marina, located in the heart of Thurston County. West Bay Marina is one of Washington's top 5 full-service privately held marinas that staffs skilled mechanics to handle all your boat repair needs. And whether you have a dinghy or a yacht, West Bay Marina can accommodate your boat. So enjoy the beauty of cruising Puget Sound. Moor your boat at West Bay Marina.
When it comes to marketing homes in Thurston County, James W. Hodges Realtors is the industry leader with over 25 years invested in Thurston County. James W. Hodges Realtors has over 40 full-time professional agents to serve you, and we're a full-service agency handling residential and commercial properties and property management services for your rental needs. At Hodges Realtors, we feature properties in all price ranges and provide various types of financing. James W. Hodges Realtors, the leader in real estate services in Thurston County.
The Port of Olympia serves the economic development and transportation needs of Thurston County. The port's facilities include a terminal on Puget Sound, which is supported by harbor industrial lands and warehousing, and an airport and industrial park in Tumwater. Adjacent to I-5, this park gives businesses easy access to the major metropolitan areas of Seattle, Tacoma, and Portland. The port also operates a recreational marina at East Bay. The Port of Olympia, meeting the many needs of Thurston County and recognized as one of the best-run, best-managed mid-sized ports in the U.S.
When you're new to a community, it's comforting to know where you can go for legal advice. For your family, when you're buying a home. Or for your company, when you're buying or building a new business. Thurston County is home to the Washington State legal system. This, combined with its appeal as a great place to live, means many quality attorneys are here to serve your needs. whatever they may be. For expert legal advice, contact the Thurston County Attorney Referral Service.
Stay tuned. There's a video catalog of over a dozen community services coming up in just a moment.
Everywhere you look, you see beauty. And everywhere you see beauty, you see something exciting to do. The waters in and around Puget Sound make Thurston County one of the nation's most popular hotspots. In fact, there are more boats per capita here than anywhere in the U.S. The Pacific, Puget Sound, and over 100 nearby lakes and rivers provide endless opportunities for both freshwater and saltwater fun and excitement. Within the county alone, there are almost 350 miles of shoreline. Upland from all of the water are the mountains. Thurston County is less than 2 hours from some of the best ski resorts west of the Rockies. Washington's Cascade Mountains host 15 downhill and cross-country ski areas. When the weather warms up, hiking becomes very popular. Mount Rainier is excellent for backpacking and climbing. Olympic National Park, home of Washington's famous rainforest, is filled with old-growth timber and beautiful foliage. Both Mount Rainier and Olympic National Park are within easy drive time. So is Mount St. Helens, an active volcano in neighboring Skamania County. Within Thurston County, there are dozens of natural great escapes, like the Nisqually Delta, Miller Sylvania and Elbow Lake State Parks, Capitol Forest, Priest Point Park, and more.
All over the Northwest, state championships, big hand.
Local residents often take time out to enjoy the many community events put on throughout the county. Festivals such as Lake Fair, Harbor Days, the Wooden Boat Festival, Lacey Fun Fair, Yelm Prairie Days, Tumwater Independence Days, the Thurston County Fair, Tumwater Bluegrass Festival, Tenino Old Time Music Festival, and Super Saturday are just a few of the events that bring the community together. And we're a small enough community that you'll always run into someone you know. Thurston County boasts 6 excellent golf courses, both public and private, along with several health clubs for those who like to add a little exercise to their relaxation. Interested in watching professional sports? Seattle and Tacoma, just minutes north on I-5, host pro sports for everybody. Seattle's Kingdome is home to the Seattle Seahawks football team and the Mariners baseball club. The NBA Supersonics play in Seattle, as well as the Seattle Thunderbirds hockey team. In Tacoma, the world's largest wood-domed arena is home to the Tacoma Stars soccer team, as well as countless big star concerts and special events, from motocross to home shows. And thoroughbred horse racing is featured at Longacres, just south of Seattle. When the sun goes down, the night lights up. The county boasts first-class restaurants with food that's as great as the view. Entertainment? Well, when the community wanted more entertainment, they got it. The Washington Center for the Performing Arts was built. It seats 1,000 people and hosts both nationally and regionally known performers. The center is the home of more than 20 theater groups staging performances year-round. As in any good college town, nightclubs feature various types of music, from jazz to blues to rock and roll to swing, you name it. And if you can't find exactly what you want here, the bright lights of Seattle and Tacoma are just a short drive away. As you can see, Thurston County and its people are as diverse as its scenery. It's a friendly community, industrious by nature, but down home by choice. Visit our community and experience for yourself its wonder, spirit, and worth. Put down roots amongst nature's wanderers that have rested and flourished here, amongst the thousands of years of history of travelers passing through. Become part of the history yet to be.
Stay tuned for a community catalog of services.
At Evergreen Convalescence Center, we provide skilled rehabilitative care with a loving touch. At 430 North Lily Road in Olympia. Call 491-9700.
Inner City Transit meets your transportation needs with bus service, carpools, van pools, and accessible services. For more information, call 786-1881. Ride Inner City Transit.
Experience the beautiful waters of Puget Sound with McKay's Puget Sound Charters. Whether your adventure includes fishing, scuba diving, sightseeing, or an intimate dinner cruise, let skipper Dave McKay take you there in style. Call to book your reservation today.
Thurston County is home to 142 churches and religious organizations in 35 denominations.
For cable service, call a TCI customer service representative at 357-3364 from 9 to 7, Monday through Saturday. TCI Cablevision, we're here for you.
Hulbert Pontiac Cadillac, selected #1 in customer satisfaction by their customers. Actions speak louder than words. Let our team of professionals show you the Hulbert difference today.
Heritage Bank, serving Thurston County in Olympia, Lacey, Tumwater, and Shelton since 1927.
In 1989 alone, the retail economy of Thurston County reached nearly $1.1 billion.
Hanson Motors, Thurston County's exclusive Subaru, Volkswagen, and Mitsubishi dealer, is obviously the right choice. Real people, real commitment, and real satisfaction. Hanson Motors in the Capitol Auto Mall.
For your commercial real estate needs, office or retail space, investment opportunities, or the sale or purchase of investment-grade real estate, call James W. Hodges, Commercial Real Estate, Consultants and Property Managers, Thurston County's full-service firm, 943-5079.
Videoland has the area's largest selection of Panasonic camcorders, VCRs, TVs, and accessories, consumer and professional sales and rentals, meeting Thurston County's video needs for over 11 years. Videoland.
Statistically, the racial mixture of Thurston County is diverse as well, with 90% white, 3.5% Asian and Hispanic, and 1% blacks, Native Americans, and other categories.
Let Olympic Telephone design and maintain your business communication system. With over 15 years combined experience, Olympic Telephone has provided the best service at the lowest rates for Thurston County businesses. For the best in sales and service, it's Olympic Telephone.
Steve Vento Photography, Olympia's finest commercial photographer, where quality is never an accident.
If time is money, then saving time means making money. With a cellular phone or pager purchased from Mobile West Communications, we can help you take time to the bank.
Visitors will find that Thurston County has 16 full-service hotels, motels, and resorts, totaling over 1,200 rooms, in addition to nearly a dozen campgrounds, bed and breakfasts, and RV parks.
2,500 new and used cars and trucks in one location, one of the largest automobile complexes in the Pacific Northwest. The Capital Auto Mall, the car capital in Olympia. Exit 104 off I-5.
Escape the complications of life at the Westwater Inn. Relax and enjoy the many amenities we offer, from our luxurious jacuzzi suites to a breathtaking view of Capitol Lake. The Westwater Inn offers everything from intimate dining and live entertainment to complete convention facilities.
Lynn Heinold will find you a new or existing home that meets your needs and fits your budget. Contact Lynn anytime at her office or pager and car phone. Call 206-951-0841